Why does getting to the airport have to be such a dilemma? The driving, parking, finagling a ride. Well, if you take Uber, it doesn't. It's easy. Just install the Uber app. Enter your destination, confirm your location, and within minutes, a car will pick you up. Whether you're catching the red eye or taking off at the crack of dawn, you can request a ride 24/7. So avoid the hassle. Install the Uber app now and take your first ride today. Uber, the better way to get there.
Hi, I'm Stunning Stella Cheeks.
And I'm the Enigma Erin Klein.
And this is
Not Your Demographic,
a feminist wrestling podcast.
Shockingly, those exist.
Started. Hello, Demis.
Hey, Demis.
As you can hear, we are doing another Google Hangout because my life exploded this week. I'm so busy.
I understand. I'm about to have something very similar happen. My February is going to be my class load literally doubles in February. I'm going to be so busy for like 4 weeks.
Wow.
Just staring down the barrel of it. It'll be
fine.
fine.
I know. I had a moment today where I was like, you need to learn how to say no. And I have this conversation with myself, like, I don't know, once every 3 months. And I'm like, the word no is an important word. Learn it. But I also I have some serious FOMO.
I know.
But not about like going out or like missing people's parties. Like, I don't give a shit about that. But I have FOMO about I have like performance FOMO where I'm like, oh, but I have to say yes to that gig, or like, this is a cool opportunity, or like, that sounds so fun. And I always have fun when I do things, but like I say yes, and then I really, 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 really don't want to do it. And then I go do it, and it's fun.
Oh, yeah, I totally get that. I'm like an isolated hermit sometimes because I'm like, oh, yeah, no, there's no way I'm going to go do that thing. Absolutely not. But once I get out there, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is fun. I'm glad that I did this, but I get it. I understand. It's the other way around where I'm like, I'm going to go out, I'm going to have a bad time, and then I'm going to be pissed that I went out. But every time I go out, I feel good, so.
That's good. The reason that we are recording via Google Hangout tonight is because a friend of mine is in Claw, the Chicago League of Lady Arm Wrestlers, and her manager had to drop out last minute, and she needed a new manager. So I am going to be her manager, and there was like an orientation meeting.
Awesome.
Yeah, her character is Old Nance, the menopausal maniac. So
awesome.
And she's like a retired showgirl, so I'm going to be her manager. So I'm just going to be in like sparkly caftan with like an old lady wig. I don't know. Just
awesome.
Being a weirdo.
That sounds
It'll
great.
be fun though. And it's at the Logan Square Auditorium, which is like super convenient for me.
Yeah, seriously. It's so close to your house.
I love it.
Your hair
how
looks
was your
nice.
week?
Sorry, I just noticed your hair looks really nice.
Oh,
I
I
like the color treatment. It looks really good.
Yeah, it's a rose gold right now. I don't know if I told you, but a friend of mine needed a hair model.
Yeah, yeah, you told me last time I was over.
Okay, so this is like stage 2. So part of it's black and part of it's rose gold.
It's really pretty. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than like just a weird blonde.
Yeah.
But it will eventually be all different shades of blue.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. But the lightning looks really nice. Looks good.
Yeah, the process, and it feels really healthy, which is good.
Oh, that's really good.
They've been giving me lots of like fancy products to keep it alive.
That's good.
Put all of the bleach and whatever into it.
Yeah, well, it looks nice. Anyway, how was your week?
My week was good. Totally blanking. No, I had a really nice weekend. Me and Nick went and saw a play at the American Theater Company. So I don't know if I said this on the podcast, but our like New Year's resolution as like a couple to go see at least one play a month. We both have theater backgrounds, and we used to go to plays all the time as like dates, and we just haven't. So that's our goal. And we went to Men on Boats at the American Theater Company, and it was so good. It was so good. And it was just fun to go on like a theater date and be in a theater atmosphere, and the actresses in it, because it was all women, were phenomenal, and it was really funny, and it was really heartwarming. And it was staged great. And the American Theater Company, this is their first season with their new artistic director, who is a trans man, which is like a big deal. And he directed it, and it was like a heavy movement piece. It was amazing. I'm really happy we went. And our next play is actually bought me Hamilton tickets for my birthday, so we're gonna go see Hamilton.
I'm so jealous.
Be jealous.
I'm very jealous. You're gonna have a really good time.
Yeah.
Have you listened to any of the music?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I've listened to it at least one time through. I don't like listening to musicals out of context.
I know.
So I have listened to it. I like it, but I'm not like, oh my God, I listen to it every day.
Okay, I see. You're going to enjoy it. Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, I like to see live performance. I'm going to enjoy that.
Is Wayne Brady going to be in it when you see it?
I don't know. We're seeing it February 28th. We're seeing it like on my birthday. So.
Oh, okay.
Who knows?
I don't know when his run starts. Well, that's good. It was pretty good. I went to see Jim Jeffries do stand-up on Friday. I got Michael tickets for Christmas. That was super fun. I like him a lot, and his new routine is very good. I really liked it. I also watched Bill Burr's new special, and it was really good. What?
It's called a set, Erin, not a routine.
Whatever. I don't care. I do not use the correct words for things sometimes. Yeah, and then I've just been doing a shitload of homework. So much homework.
So much homework.
So much homework and watching so much wrestling. I watched so much wrestling this week.
So much wrestling, but like a lot of like, I'll just type in two wrestlers into YouTube, or I will go back and watch like random matches on the network. I watched a match with Becky and Charlotte and Sasha and Bailey from like 2014 today on the train.
Okay.
Then watch the last Stone Cold. Yeah, I just like type his name into the network and just click on things.
That's a great way to watch stuff. When I started watching it, that's how I watched all kinds of shit, because I was like, well, I know these names and that's it, and I don't have context for anything. So it's a great way to find stuff.
Yeah, I watched the 1997 Royal Rumble today.
I saw that on Twitter.
The Rumble part.
Oh, okay, not the whole pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I see.
It's weird that they used to do the Rumble as just like a part of the show and not the main event.
Yeah, it is. Now it's a whole big deal. Now it determined who goes to main event WrestleMania. Not always the case.
Well, I mean, in 1997 it was that. But it still wasn't the main event, which is weird. It's also weird to go back and watch them and like when like Vince McMahon is on commentary and stuff.
Yeah. Weird. So weird. That's almost 30 years ago. Wow. Now I feel very old.
Wait, no, 20 years ago. It was 20 years ago. That's how math works.
You're right. That is how math works. No, that's not right.
We're smart.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because 1997 to 2007 is 10 years. And 2007 to 2017 is 10 years, and 10 plus 10 is 20.
Oh my God. I can't even do simple math. I'm fried.
I was like, in my head, I was like, but I'm not 30.
I know. I did the same thing. I said it, and I was like, wait a minute.
30.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm just so tired. I'm tired into my
back and
bones.
seeing like a lot of the gimmicks were like really racist, and
Yeah.
so many racist gimmicks, and also like the people who you're like, I've never even heard of this person before.
Oh yeah. It's super weird to watch some old stuff where it's like like 2001. Like I should know these people, and some of them I'm like, who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck are these people? Like just gone, erased from WWE history. It's amazing how fast they erase people.
I like to think of it in context, like who are those guys right now?
I think about that all the time, all the time. Sin Cara, he'll be one of those guys. People will look back and be like, who the fuck is Sin Cara?
Yeah,
just like weird.
The vaudevillains.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The Ascension. There was a great sign at the Rumble that just said, remember the Ascension.
Remember the Ascension. Oh, man. That was funny. There were some really good signs.
Yeah, I agree. Everyone had their sign game was very high. I appreciated it.
While I was watching some Stone Cold and McMahon stuff. But when in the Raw is War era, every fucking person in the audience had a sign. It was just like a sea of signs.
It's a sea of signs. It's bananas. I've noticed that as well. It's like I don't know. I think part of it is that they police the signs a lot more heavily now than they used to, and also I think people just like don't think to bring them anymore. It's just really weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe in the late '90s and early 2000s, people just had a lot of poster board in their house. I don't know.
Less lazy, or because they had poster board because they didn't have all the internet or whatever.
Right. Exactly. You have to give a
For all their
presentation.
projects.
Yeah. Exactly. You have kids. You have poster board in your house. Weird.
Insane right now. You have such long hair.
I know. It's I'm just letting it grow till I get married or whatever. Yeah, I did that this week. I got my wedding dress.
Yeah, for like $30.
$33, including shipping. What?
And you don't have to get it tailored.
Not at all. Like all I have to do is just stay in the same shape that I'm in for 9 months, and that's it.
I think you can do it.
I think I can do it too. I have faith in myself. Yeah, I just have to get shoes and the comb I'm going to put in my hair, and then I'm like done, basically.
That's so ridiculous. You watched all the wrestling this week. I also watched all the wrestling.
That's right, all the wrestling.
Let's touch on some stuff and then just kind of talk about the Rumble, I guess.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
So what do you think of ROH?
Honestly, I barely even remember it.
The only thing that I really enjoyed watching was the Marty Scurll match.
Yeah, like I like Marty. I liked watching him. Marty Squirrel. I like Marty. It was nice to see him. It was one of those episodes where like I tuned in. I haven't been watching Ring of Honor with any kind of regularity anymore, and it was nice to tune in and be like, okay, I know these guys, and I enjoy watching them wrestle. I don't know what any of their storylines are, basically, other than what you and I have talked about.
Right. I mean, it was the match with Marty Squirrel and somebody I'm unfamiliar with, but who was really good. Like they went to the show.
They had a good
and then
match.
They replayed the Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole match.
Oh, that's right. I fast forwarded through that because I was like, I watched this.
And then there was a match with Will Ospreay, Kushida, and Dragon Guy. He's from CMLL.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yes, I did not see the end of that because
Kushida won. It was
cool.
It actually wasn't a very good match, I didn't think. I thought it was really sloppy. Like I think sometimes when you have lots of or like 3 guys or 2 guys even who are like show offy high flyers, that sometimes it can get a little sloppy. Sometimes it can be amazing, but this one just was a little sloppy.
Oh, well good. I'm glad I skipped it then.
And then there was also a match with Christopher Daniels and Chris Sabin.
Oh yeah, that's right. That one was good.
Of excellence. I thought that match was really good, but I really thought that Frankie Kazarian really sold it on commentary. He did a great job on commentary.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So I mean, I really like watching Christopher Daniels wrestle, and like
I do too. I really like him a lot. His the like slight Nazism of his gimmick like makes me just a little uncomfortable, but I like him so much that I'm like, whatever. I don't even care, I guess.
Yeah, I think I like him a lot too because he is good friends with the owner of the comic book shop that I go to, and through him, I know that he's like a really cool, legit dude.
Yeah, like he seems like a really legit dude, so it's like, okay, all right.
I like that.
You're not this person. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's so good.
He's like stupid good.
Yeah, seriously.
Good. What's going on with Nigel McGuinness? Is he just like, are these like old episodes? So he's still.
Yeah, I think these are pre-taped because he's signed now for NXT. They announced that.
They need to get rid of that Percy Watson guy. He's bad.
Yeah, the table going forward is going to be Percy Watson, Tom Phillips, and Nigel McGuinness.
Oh, so Corey's going to go up.
Yeah, Corey's now permanently out of NXT. Wah, wah.
Whatever.
That's okay. Whatever. He's on fucking everything else. So give the man a break.
TNA was a pretty uneven show, but there was a lot of Drew Galloway in it. I like that. And I like that Bobby Lashley is the champ again. I thought the Iron Man match was pretty good. And Jade and Rosemary had a pretty good Monsters Ball match. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, but I anticipated it to be like bloodier, I guess, from rumors.
Yeah, I was also confused by that. I wonder if maybe there was editing that was done that we didn't get to see that, or if this is a later match that was taped that if there's another one after this that is super bloody. I don't know. I felt the same way. I was like anticipating it to be like way bloodier, and I really enjoyed it. But you're right. I thought it was going to be a much bloodier match than it actually was.
Yeah. I did enjoy the Braxton Sutter and Laurel Van Ness
I did too. I was like, wait, what?
They were really
I like
funny.
him?
It was the first time that I was like, oh, he's like kind of funny and he is.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying him because I'm usually like, oh, this fucking guy. Because he's just like white toast. But
Yes,
it's funny,
I would
her
agree with
character
that.
being the like rich daddy's girl, like pretty girl, it works, but it's also, this is so not nice of me to say and not like maybe feminist or whatever, but like she's also kind of not pretty enough to be in that character.
No, that's why I like it though, because she would
Okay.
totally be that person. Like if she
Oh
had
yeah, that's true. That she's like, she thinks of herself in a way that's like not.
right, no one has ever told her no. Like, I mean, look at Paris Hilton. She's not a particularly beautiful woman. Like, she's sort of weird looking, but she has billions of dollars at her disposal, and so she can do whatever she wants. And that's like the read that I got from this character too, where it's like,
Oh, that's fair.
I totally understand what you're saying, and I sort of felt the same thing. Like, why did she get cast in this part? But I think it works better that she's like,
Yeah, I mean, she's not like
kinda
a
plain.
plain troll or anything.
No. Yeah, I really
I
enjoyed
forgot
that.
to talk about the news that Beyonce is pregnant with twins.
Oh yeah, that's true. That did happen. That's very exciting.
I thought the photo was weird, but then I read this like breakdown of like iconography
Yes.
of the photo,
Mhm.
and it made me like it a lot more.
I liked the photo first, just looking at it.
That's exciting.
Yes, that's very exciting. Good for them.
Good news, because the world is burning.
Right.
Don't really want to talk about any politics. It hurts.
Yep. I texted a friend of mine a couple of days ago, and he is also really into true crime and like serial killer conspiracy stuff. I texted him. I was like, "Do you want to get together and talk about true crime and serial killers and literally anything except politics?" And he was like, "Yes, absolutely." So we're getting together in the afternoon on Sunday to talk about literally anything other than politics. I was like, "Okay, this is nice.
Nice.
It's a good idea." Detox.
What did you think about Total Divas? Because I thought it was.
Wait, we didn't talk about the Hardys on that show, Impact.
What happened? Nothing happened.
They opened the show. They gave out their open challenge. There was.
Yeah, but like nothing happened.
Did nothing happen? I mean, I guess.
So they fought the DCC and they kind of fought Decay, and then.
Oh yeah, that's right. The DCC came out.
Was going to say something next week. That's all that
right. I forgot about the DCC. Man, I really dislike them. I like.
Yeah, they suck.
They really suck. It's really unfortunate.
Super sucks.
Yeah, you're right. That's why I was like, why didn't we talk about? Oh, yep, that's why. It's because I forgot the DCC was part of that.
I did not talk about it.
I'm sorry. I forgot. I dislike the DCC so much. I was like, why would we not talk about this? Oh, that's right, because they were there. Okay, never mind. Let's move past. Total Divas was great.
It was so good. Dean Ambrose on Total Divas is the greatest gift to all of us.
I completely agree. I was like, I have fallen in love with Dean Ambrose. He's just so wonderful. I love it.
And I love that Renee's mom was like, what? He likes to drink and he like protects your or he like defends your honor and he's
right?
like really chill to your family. Like, what's your fucking problem, Renee? And she was like, oh yeah, you're right. I'm being crazy.
Right? I like how she was like, her mom was like, Renee's like, he does this stuff and he takes shots. And she's like, yeah, but I do that. I'm your mom and I do the same thing. Like, you're being a complete moron. Like, I loved it. I thought it was so good. Her mom was so funny too. She was hilarious. I loved everything about it. I loved when Dean jumped through that bush and ran after that dude.
Steal your hat. I'm gonna go get your hat back.
Right, just like threw his fork down on the table.
Physical to the guy at all. He was like, hey, say you're drunk and say that you're an idiot and say you're sorry. And the guy was like, I'm a drunk idiot. I'm sorry.
Yep. I mean, when you don't really think about the fact that Dean is a tall, muscular dude who just like rolls up on you and gives you the crazy eye. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry. You were correct. I was wrong. I apologize for stealing your girlfriend's hat. Like, in wrestling world, he looks like a normal sized human. I can't imagine him just like rolling up on you.
It was good. And then all of the like drama with Lana and Rusev.
Oh my God.
I love that Nikki was like, wait a minute. It's the day before your wedding and you don't know if you're going to take his last name and you don't know all of this like really important stuff. She was like, I'm like not really the one to talk to you about all the marriage stuff, but I think you're supposed to have that stuff figured out.
Yeah. I like that Nikki was the voice of reason.
I love when Nikki is the voice of reason. It makes me laugh so much.
Yeah.
Also, like, Lana's vows were trash.
I almost just spit my beer all over my computer.
Rusev, like, actually wrote some, like, nice, thoughtful stuff out, and Lana was, like, just, like, making it up on the spot.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. It was really weird.
If I was Rusev, I would have been like, what kind of, I just wrote you, like, this beautiful thing about how you're, like, my best friend and how, like, you never shut up, but I love it.
I guess that's part of what he likes about her, though, that, like, that's just who she is as a person. I don't get it, but...
Also, Lamborghinis are ugly.
Yeah, I don't know. If I was going to get a, like, super fast, muscly car like that, I would get it in yellow, though. Absolutely. Absolutely the color I would choose.
No Lamborghinis for me.
That flower arch was beautiful. I did really like it.
I don't really understand how it cost $10,000 though.
I was thinking the same thing, but then when they actually showed the shot of it, all of it was live foliage. I think that that's the whole thing. It's just it would cost a lot. I mean, to wrap a big column like that goes up like 10 feet in the air.
I have experience working in the wedding industry. I know floral breakdown, like monetarily, like, and none of those flowers were like special flowers. Like, it shouldn't have cost that much money. I mean, it would have been thousands of dollars, but like, no, like 10 grand.
Well, there were also two of them. I think that's part of it, that there was a big one in the front and then the smaller one in the back.
Oh, I didn't see the small one.
Yeah, it was like a two-piece arrangement so that when you looked in, it was like a picture book almost.
Ugh, whatever. Weddings are dumb. But their wedding was pretty cool, all the circus stuff. Mm-hmm. I've been to a circus-themed wedding before. That was awesome. Circus-themed weddings are really fun.
I feel like if that's your thing, you're going to put the right amount of effort into it, because a lazy one would suck.
It's mostly fun because, like, you have games and cotton candy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the one that I went to, they cut their cake with a giant sword. I don't know. That was also pretty cool. We got really drunk, so I don't remember a lot of it.
Fair. That's what weddings are for, right?
Yeah, I guess. I do wish that I remembered some of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Now you know. Next circus wedding.
Next circus wedding.
What else happened on Total Divas? Oh, Nikki can't be in the draft. Very sad.
Yeah, but we know what happened, so it's like not that sad.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. It is interesting
a lot
like
of the drama has escaped because like we know what's going on.
Yeah, and I kind of like that it's not that we're like aware of it. It's.
So did you hear the rumors that Nikki Bella is having complications with her neck?
Really? No, I didn't.
Yeah, there are rumors that like she's not doing great.
Yee, that's not good.
Yeah, which sucks. I can't believe how disappointed I am. Like, I mean, it's a rumor, but who knows?
That sucks.
It does. It does.
I mean, if Nikki gets pulled off of SmackDown, they have to pull somebody up from NXT, I guess. Like, that's the only silver lining in that. That would be good.
Ember Moon has the new shirt, but it sucks.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I think it would look good as a tank top, but I just don't. I don't know. If there's a buy one get one, and I have a shirt that I can spend, then I'll probably get that and Alexa Bliss.
I didn't do the buy one get one for $5 because I bought Zack Sabre Jr.'s This Wrestler Armbar's Fascist shirt.
I know. I really want that one, but I cannot get a shirt right now. I have not earned one.
Well, I think it's a limited edition one, but I think it's there until like March 1st. So you have a month.
Yeah. Okay.
You have a month.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's just jump into it because like that's what we're here to talk about, really. Like, let's talk about the Royal Rumble.
Do you want to talk about Takeover?
I'm gonna disappoint everyone, but like I thought Takeover was kind of boring.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, I did. I was
sorry.
kind of bored through Takeover. I liked Ty Dillinger's match.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was really good.
I liked the women's match, but there was a lot going on in it and a lot of character development, but there wasn't a lot of actual wrestling in it.
Yeah, there was a lot of spots and a lot of. You're right. There was a lot more character than there was like actual wrestling.
And I was really hyped to see some Nikki versus Asuka like wrestling.
Yeah.
Also, like this has been like I've been curious about this. Is Peyton and Billy's relationship supposed to feel like a more than friend relationship?
I think they're they're just supposed to be friends, but I also get that read. It's really weird. They and not in a bad way. They just like toe that line.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just personally would like them to commit to it. Like, I like it. I want them to. I kind of like it.
Yeah, it
but
works.
I don't like the like tease of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah,
because there have been cliques that are like besties before, but like they like hold hands and like grab arms and are like snuggly.
Mm-hmm.
And they like, I feel like lots of times when it's like a best friend clique, there's like, they're still looking out for themselves. But in this clique, it feels like they're really like, no, like we're a team. Like if you want me to lay down for you, like I totally will.
Yeah. I don't understand why they didn't do that. Why didn't one of them just pin the other one? That made no sense to me.
Well, I think at the end they were trying to. But then Asuka was like, no.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah. I didn't dislike it. I didn't dislike TakeOver overall, but like there are things in each match that I was like.
I think with the women's match, like I really wanted it to be Asuka and Nikki, but I think that it was important to use that match to build this character, to like really establish these characters for Billie Kay and Peyton.
Oh, and I absolutely agree. I just wish that there had been more wrestling in it.
Right, yeah, but I think that the inevitability from this is that Nikki and Asuka will have a solo match, and I think that that's where the real wrestling is going to come in. And so, like, I thought that this match was going to be that, and now that it's happened, I like that this character development has happened, but I can understand, like, that disappointment. I also felt that, like, in the moment.
Yeah. And then I thought Roddy and CN was good, but I had like no emotional investment into it at all.
Really? I really enjoyed it. I think that might have, I don't know. I really liked Ty's match, but I think that was one of my favorite matches on the card. I don't really know anything about Roddy Strong, and I don't really care about him particularly, but I really like CN, and it was nice to see them like have a really good wrestling match.
Yeah,
like both of them are really good.
Finally started to feel like cohesive, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
And then I felt the same way about the tag team match. Like I thought it was good, but like I was like, oh, okay. I'm sad that DIY won or lost.
It was the first time I've ever cared about Authors of Pain. I feel like
I cared about them in the Dusty Classic, and then this one, like, I don't know, maybe it was just like the time I was watching it, but like I thought TakeOver was good, but I just like I think we've been spoiled with like amazing takeovers, and this was just like a good show. Like,
yeah, no, I would agree with that. I also didn't watch it live. I watched it like almost as soon as it was finished. I started it, so it was I don't know. I agree with you. It wasn't the same kind of takeover, but like it's not WrestleMania. Like they're building up to all of that stuff. We're about to get Cassius Ohno's about to come back. Like we're on the verge of a bunch of shit happening. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. And like I said, I didn't hate it. I just was like, okay. I like that Bobby Roode is the champ. That's exciting.
I agree. I was like, no,
I like the way it was handled too.
Yes.
And I like that. I feel like we've been seeing all of the people that Nakamura has gone up against since he debuted have been very different, including Bobby. So it's nice to see each match. Not only are the characters different, but like they're actually very different styles of wrestlers. Like Sami Zayn is very different from Samoa Joe, and Samoa Joe is very different from Finn Balor, and Finn Balor is very different from Bobby Roode. Like it makes for better like storytelling in the ring, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think they've done such a good job of establishing Nakamura as like so dominant that if they use this time to like continue to build Bobby like beating Nakamura in a rematch, or if they decide to move Nakamura up sometime soon, like I think either they've built to a place where either one would work, and that's good that they've given themselves direction to go in. Like they've so much they can do right now in NXT, and like it's felt very stale recently, and it started to finally feel like, okay, you have all these people here, you're finally starting to use them. Everyone is starting to feel useful. Like you've moved Ty on, that's good. You really needed to do that a long time ago. So I feel like we're in like a good part of the transition, going from developmental to being like a brand again. Or like a brand to watch out for.
Agree. I do hope that they don't move Nakamura up for a while. I feel like there's a lot going on with Joe going up, and I don't know. I feel like Nakamura can do some more stuff.
I mean, SmackDown needs singles male talent for the main event picture, though. Like
but not before WrestleMania. Like that can happen after Mania.
I mean, they could bring him up right before Mania, though. I don't know. I feel like some of the stuff that's rumored for SmackDown's WrestleMania matches sound very disappointing. So I just want to wait and see what they do and if they bring anybody up, and I don't know. Anyway, how did you feel about the Rumble?
I thought the Rumble overall was really good.
I agree.
I really enjoyed watching the Rumble. I liked all of the pre-show matches.
I agree.
Liked all of the matches. Like, number 30 sucked. Like, that sucked.
Literally up until number 30, I had a great time.
I mean, I wasn't mad about the winner because I was happy that it wasn't Roman Reigns. So, like,
I mean, in that way, it was
played
brilliantly. Yeah.
Yeah, they played us brilliantly. I wish it was Jericho. Like, I wish it had been Jericho. I think it would have set up a storyline, and also, like, I don't know. I'm in Jericho's corner. Jericho's the GOAT. Like, I want him to get all the things that I just want him to, like, play collect right now and get all the things that he hasn't done.
Yeah, but although he's never won the Rumble, he now holds the...
That's true. He's got, like, a record.
Right, exactly. He's, like, the longest entrant in the Rumble of all time. Like, that's a pretty good... I think that's all... That was their way of nodding to him, like, okay, we're not going to have you win this. This will probably never be a thing that you win. But now you have this, like, add-on. It's, like, the asterisk to the Royal Rumble. Now we'll always mention your name. Like, I feel like it was a good compromise.
That's fair. The women's matches and the pre-show... The Nia Sasha one was short, but I thought it was good. I thought
they did a good job.
Yeah, I liked Sasha's offense against Nia. Like, it looked different than, like, Bayley's offense against Nia, and I thought it was really good. I liked the tag match. I was really sad that Cesaro and Sheamus lost.
I was happy for the club, though. The club needs literally anything.
Yeah, but I, like, have no emotional attachment to the club at all. Like, I didn't watch them in New Japan. I don't care about them at all. All I know is that they've come to WWE and they've sucked.
Yeah, I think that's why they need the belts. I think that they need to establish, like, get themselves established.
Well, just having belts does not mean that you're going to be established. So, like, they also have to do something. They have to, like, stop riding on just, like, these are characters that worked. Like, do something else. Do adjust your character. Do anything.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens with them. My only complaint about the Nia Sasha match, I hated that they put a bunch of fucking commercials in the middle of it.
They did that with all of the pre-show matches.
I know, and it's really stupid. Like, there's this really weird line now where, like, they put a bunch of important stuff onto the pre-show. So this line between, like, pre-show, actual show has become very blurry. Like, if you want to see certain people, like, it's not just the low card guys on the pre-show anymore. It's, like, important. Like, the fucking tag belts changed hands on the pre-show. It's like, It's not just like a blow-off show all the time anymore. And so it's frustrating that during the pre-show, even though these matches are presented as being important and an equal part to the main show, like, we get all this garbage dumped into the middle of it. Like, it's really frustrating. Like, you just play that package afterwards. Play it after this match is done. Like, that's what, like, have this feel like part of the main show and more people will watch it. It's just this, like, garbage dump in the middle. It makes it very frustrating, and, like, you're cheating your wrestlers. Like, let them have their match. The reason
they have started doing it because they know some people will just tune in just for those matches and they want to get their ad time in.
Ugh. Dumb.
That's what it's kind of smart marketing. Like, it sucks, but, like, I get why they're doing it.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the Rumble, honestly, was in the women's 3-on-3 6-woman tag match that Naomi got a pin on Alexa.
Hell yeah.
That was my favorite fucking moment. I was like, yes, finally for Naomi. She's been there for 8 fucking years. Fucking finally.
Yep. And they announced on Tuesday that she has a title match with Alexa Bliss at Elimination Chamber. So, like, good. They immediately followed up, which is exactly what they needed to do.
Her interview on Talking Smack was great. She was just, like, so happy and feeling the glow. And she was like, man, it's my dream to walk into WrestleMania in Orlando, in my hometown, holding the SmackDown belt. And, like, Daniel Bryan was like, ooh, I have goosebumps. That sounds great. And even if that doesn't happen, like, they're really painting this picture as, like, Naomi has the potential to be a great fucking babyface.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. And I'm, like, super happy for her. I also thought, too, I'm just going to jump around a little bit since we have, like, Rumble, Raw, and SmackDown, and like the follow-up has already happened to everything. I thought that they did a great job on SmackDown with the women's tag that they did on SmackDown of highlighting all of the women all of the women got to be in it. They used the 4 women very effectively in that match. They had follow-up, like the storylines were continued to be told in ring. It was like the exact opposite of what they had done the week before, where like all of the storytelling was done with no wrestling. This week, all of the storytelling was done inside of the ring, and I thought they did a very good job.
I was like, yeah, you can do this with actual wrestling. So
right,
everybody
exactly.
who says like character is the most important thing, suck on it.
Yeah, exactly. So I just wanted to point that out since we particularly pointed out last week how bad it was. That it was a noticeable improvement this week, which was really nice.
I agree. So those were the 3 non-official pre-show matches or whatever.
Yep.
What was your favorite match on the main card?
I think Cena versus AJ because it was just
mine was
really
Kevin versus Roman. I thought that match was fucking great.
I really enjoyed it. I have made a realization about myself that I really only enjoy Roman like 10 plus minutes into a match, which is weird because I used to hate him 10 plus minutes in because he used to get super winded. But now he's like a good enough wrestler. Like he is a good wrestler. He's a good enough wrestler, and he has a better sense of the match psychology, I think, that I enjoy it once he's like worn out and beaten up a little bit. I'm like, yeah, okay, I understand your appeal a little bit more now that you're like broken down and beaten a little bit. Like I empathize with him more and I enjoy his matches more. So I think I need to stop watching like the first 5 minutes of his match. I just get really irritated with him.
I just love watching Kevin Owens wrestle. I
know, me too.
His ability to like switch gears. I love all of his reactions to stuff. I love him making fun of the other wrestlers. I love his frustration face. I love all of the weird, sick things he's always building whenever he has like a no DQ match. I fucking love Kevin Owens. He takes crazy bumps. He is committed 100%. I'm glad that he kept the belt. What they did with Braun Strowman was weird but smart.
It was very smart. I really enjoyed it. And, you know, honestly, it was like, it made me like Braun more because it felt like inevitable that Roman was going to win. And so to have Braun come out and interfere in that way was like, hell yeah, I'm totally on Braun's side now. I'm like 100% on board with this. Also, Kevin gets to keep the title. I'm in. I'm into all of this. I really enjoyed it. Oh, man, him going through that chair pyramid. As soon as he built it, I was like, why would you do that? We all know you're going through it. Everybody knows.
Yeah, but like the timing of it was great. I think it was smart for them to bring Braun out because, you know, I know that they're trying to set up for Roman versus Undertaker. But if Undertaker can't do it, which it kind of seems like he might not be able to because he is like rumored to be hurting really bad after his like 5-minute stint in the Rumble because he really needs a new hip because he's old AF.
Yeah.
Like, having a Roman versus Braun would work.
I would be into Roman versus Braun, actually. Like I would want to watch that match. That I feel like that's an appropriate pairing for both of them. Like that I think Roman is a better wrestler than Braun is, but Braun is learning very quickly and is fast for how fucking big he is, that I think that they could put on like a fucking barn burner. Put them together. That would be great. I'm into that. They'll probably do that at Fastlane, honestly, before WrestleMania.
Well, we'll see. But I'm just saying, like, he could be a placeholder for Undertaker if Undertaker can't do it.
Yeah, that's true. And it felt like they were setting up for that on Raw, too, that, like, Braun and Roman are going to have this feud. That's why I said I think that they're going to do it at Fastlane. I feel like it feels like if everything goes the way that WWE wants, they'll build up to Braun and Roman, and then Taker will interfere at Fastlane, and that'll build to a Roman-Taker match. But, like, you're right. If Taker can't do it, they can just keep doing Roman and Braun, and, like, fine. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Beat that into the ground. That's fine.
Yeah. I liked Cena and AJ a lot. I didn't like flip my nut over it like everybody else did, though.
I just really enjoyed it. They're both just great wrestlers, and they just wrestle each other very well. Like that fucking sunset flip powerbomb thing that Cena did was awesome. Like
he's done that a couple times now. Like that's like in his arsenal now. But like,
yeah, no, I know.
Really
but he was. It was just like that. I think is the crispest I've ever seen him do that move, and it was like, oh, okay, you're really showing up and showing out for this. And like, I felt like there was another like it wasn't a pile driver, but it was like a he flipped AJ upside down and did this like twisting bomb thing that I'd never seen him do before, and it was like, oh, okay, this is at one point I was like, is he going to try and do the second rope stunner again? Because I would absolutely lose my fucking mind. Oh, also Kevin Owens did a fucking stunner in his match, and I lost my shit. It was awesome. I loved it. He was very good at it.
Whip out stunners randomly.
I know, it's great. I love it. And you have to be really good at it. Like the Mac is really good at it, and Kevin Owens like did like a perfect stunner. At everything. That's true. Kevin Owens is good at everything. I also think that with AJ and Cena, I have said this before, and I know this is like a really weird thing, but I love the way that John Cena takes the Styles Clash. He's just so good at it. Like he gets into it so smoothly, and like they just click so well. And so that more than anything is what I enjoyed. And like I was really happy when Cena won. Like I'm glad that he finally got his 16. And like I don't think he's going to keep it very long. I think he's probably going to lose it at the Elimination Chamber, which is good. Then what they really want is for him to get 17. So like just be done with this. Be done with 16 and move on past it, and then the next time it can be a really big deal, and like he can win it one time and then retire or what the fuck ever. But like they've already now reached this milestone, like they can just move past it now. And I like that. And I also like that the whole crowd cheered for him. Like every crowd is always split on him. Oh, and like everybody cheered, and he was so happy and was like, "Thank you so much." And I was like, "Oh my God, John Cena, I love you." Kate Shine Seats tweeted, "I know that I'm still a mark because I would run through a brick wall for John Cena right now." And I was like, "I also feel that way."
Yeah, I mean, it was great, and I'm glad that John Cena won. I hope that he doesn't hold it for very long, but because I don't really need to see Randy Orton and John Cena at WrestleMania.
Oh my God, no!
I would be happy with Randy Orton and AJ Styles. I'd be happy with Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt.
It feels like they're building to Randy and Bray. I hope Bray wins it in the Elimination Chamber, and then they have to face each other.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. That would be great, but they also are like, LOL, fuck you, Bray, every day. So
yeah, that's true. Although now Randy Orton is like really wants to push Bray. He said that working with Bray has been like one of the best things that's ever happened to his career. So I feel like if you have someone like Randy Orton on your side, like he's a great ally because he's been there for fucking ever, and they absolutely adore him. So like good job, Bray. Hit yourself to that and take it to the moon.
Take it to the moon. What'd you think of Charlotte versus Bayley?
I really enjoyed it. It was a really good match. I thought that it's nice to see Charlotte be really good again. Like, she's been good for a while, but it's nice to see her now, after fighting Sasha for so long, fight Bayley, who we all know is very good, and just have a really good match. Like, yeah, I thought they did a great job.
I thought it was really good, and I enjoyed watching it, but for some reason, like, the stakes didn't feel high for me. So I was invested in it because I like the characters and I love women's wrestling and whatever. And I really enjoyed it, but I wasn't like invested. I wasn't like, oh my God, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I never at any point believed that Bayley was going to win. Like, it was inevitable that Charlotte was going to. Yeah, I feel like it was inevitable that Charlotte was going to get 16-0. She has her 16 now. She can also move past this now. Like, she might win Fastlane, and then actually that timeline works perfectly. If she wins at Fastlane, she'll be 17-0, and then if she goes to WrestleMania, then Bayley could beat her, and like she'll have 17 in a row and whatever Flair numbers, bullshit, whatever. But like that's like what they're building to.
Do you think that it's going to be a one-on-one thing, or do you think they'll make a triple threat? Blah blah blah.
I don't know. I was talking to somebody else about this the other day. I like the idea of them doing a triple threat, but because they did one last year, I kind of just want it to be Bayley and Charlotte.
Yeah, I want 2 singles. I want 2 women's belt matches, and I want them to both be singles matches.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that this to build up the credibility for these women's belts, I think it's important to show like here are strong competitors that can have a strong singles match for this, and like I think that that's it. There are enough women on both shows that they can have other matches for those women too, which is fine. And like I feel like the US belt could have a triple threat match, or maybe the Intercontinental title. Like, I mean,
the Intercontinental needs to always have a ladder match because they're always fucking fire.
That's true. You're right. I feel like they need to do that every year from now on.
I mean, they did it like 2 years in a row, and it was fucking dope.
Yeah, both of them were really good. That's true.
I was watching WrestleMania 24, and I like almost started bawling about the Zack Ryder stuff.
Oh.
I I think it was like one of my top 5 greatest moments of 2016 is like my reaction to Zack Ryder winning at WrestleMania.
Yep. I would agree with that.
It was just like genuine and pure joy.
Yeah.
I was just so happy.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I was elated. I was happy for him. I was happy for me. I was so happy.
I know. It was really good.
Zack Ryder. I hope that when he comes back from surgery that they don't stick him with Mojo. I think Mojo can do his own single stuff. I want Zack back in the Intercontinental picture. I want him to come back and I want him to face Dolph Ziggler and beat the shit out of Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, and I feel like if they're gonna, I mean, I don't know, if they come back and they're the Hype Bros and they win the belts, like, I'm cool with that too. I just want Zack Ryder to have good things in his life.
Yeah, I want Zack Ryder to get all the belts forever. I love Zack Ryder.
Yes. What else? I guess we should talk about the actual Rumble. How did you feel about the actual Rumble? That's all the matches, right?
No, cruiserweight match.
Oh, yeah, the cruiserweights. Neville's the champion now.
Neville is the king.
That's true. That match was good. I mean,
it was good. It was what you expect it to be. I like all of the follow-up from Raw and
205.
And 205 Live. I thought that's been really good. The Rich Swann promos have been really good. All of Neville's stuff with Noam Dar is very funny. It's clear that in the future they're building to Cedric versus Neville, which I am 100%, 1,000,000%, quadrillion% behind. I think that's really dope.
Yep, I totally agree. I also feel like
did a really good job on the outside of the ring in 205 Live, like his like talking and banter, and like I thought it was great.
I also feel like they're about to move Cedric up and out of the cruiserweight division eventually too, because they always talk about how he had to lose a bunch of weight to get into the cruiserweight division, and like this week they kind of towed that line. They were like, "Oh, he looks like he's 207. He's looking a little bigger. He had to lose all this weight," and like he's right on that edge where like he could just have a bunch of dope fucking matches in the cruiserweight division, never actually win the title, and just move up into a main roster of one of the other shows. Like, he's in the perfect position for that. Yeah. And I think that he's charismatic enough, and he has learned WWE style so quickly and so well that, like, if he plays along with some of these dumb storylines, like, they could push him super hard, super fast. I feel like he's going to get the treatment that Apollo should have gotten. Yeah. And like, I love Cedric, so I'm kind of okay with that.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, because Apollo was like the happy, smiley guy who's really strong and can do kind of cool shit.
But never really had like a personality.
And Cedric has all of that stuff and a personality.
Right, exactly, yeah.
And is way cuter.
I mean, I really like Apollo Crews.
I mean, I like Apollo Crews too, but like Cedric is so cute.
Yeah, I mean, agreed. And Cedric has like top 5 butts. Yeah.
He'd be like definitely top 5 butts.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, also still Austin Aries continues to be amazing on commentary. Everything about his character in commentary is
yeah, the only things that I don't like about Austin Aries on commentary, and like obviously Austin Aries' boyfriend, I love Austin Aries so much, is that sometimes with like the Japanese stuff or with the Indian, like sometimes he can say things that's like a little bit racist, but like never like dropping N-words or anything, but it's just like, oh, I can't understand the sound of that because that is from a different country.
Yeah, but I think that that's part of his character, though, is that he is that like ignorant asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I could live without it, though. Like, there are other
I totally understand. Yeah, I totally understand. He just reminds me so much of Bobby Heenan that I just adore him.
I mean, I guess technically he does it about all the British stuff, too. So I guess he's like an equal opportunity asshole.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's weird.
I want Austin Aries to like his interview with Tony Nese was great.
Oh my God. Critics of Tony Nese. He has nothing for you. I was just like, how are you so good at this? Oh my God. I saw the x-ray of his eye for the first time. Have you seen it?
No.
He has a permanent foreign object in his eye. Like, it is not good. It does not look good. So he wears the fucking sunglasses because he's a douchebag and it's perfect for his character, but also because his eye is all fucked up.
Wait, is he like gonna be ugly now?
I think part of it is that his like orbital bone has to like reform around this now permanent object in his face, and like that's
poor Austin Aries.
And like it totally works for him. Like he can just be on commentary and be awesome.
I mean, he wore those glasses before.
I know, exactly. So it like works so super well for him. I don't know. I hope eventually that he wrestles again. But if he never wrestles again and literally just stays on commentary forever,
mouth, he will definitely be wrestling it. It's just an orbital bone. Shut up.
Listen, I'm just saying, that's exactly what happened with Corey Graves. He was a wrestler who got hurt in a way that was...
Lots and lots of concussions for his brain. It's different. And Corey Graves will never, ever be Austin Aries and would never have even become close to being as good as Austin Aries was. It's totally different. Shut your dirty mouth.
Whatever. If it happened, I can't control it, but I would be happy to see him on commentary forever. Okay, so the Rumble. How did you feel about it?
I thought it was really fun. I thought it was great.
I did too.
I really liked that it was not a lot of like random, Michael Cole's in it. And like,
yes, I completely
like that we knew the like old guys that were coming back. We knew it was going to be Goldberg and Taker and Brock. Like, whatever.
Those were horribly spaced. That's the thing. Like, those last, like, 4 entrants, it was like, okay, well, we all know that we still need Brock, Goldberg, and Taker. Like, what the fuck?
Well, clearly Taker can't go.
Yeah.
Can't. So he had to be later. They knew Goldberg was just going to throw fucking Brock out. And Goldberg can't last in a Rumble very long because he's not a good wrestler. I think they were put in perfect spots for them.
That's
also,
true.
The fact
I guess that's true.
Brock Lesnar got eliminated immediately. I think he got eliminated, and I was watching with the baby, and I just screamed, "Boo, bitch, bye!"
Yes.
See you later, Brock. And it led to Paul Heyman having one of the best promos he's had in a long time.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And he didn't get him immediately. He had 2 minutes before Goldberg came out. He like tossed a bunch of people out. Dean Ambrose, of course.
Goldberg immediately got him out.
Right. Yes. Absolutely. And I thought that was actually a good use of Brock, too, where it was like, here comes Brock to, like, clean people out and throw all these people out over the ropes.
There were a lot of people in there for a while.
Yeah, and, like, you got to see Brock come in and, like, clean house and then immediately go. And I was just like, absolutely. Also, Brock is, like, got a beer belly going on.
Brock is, like, off of his round of steroids.
That's what I said, too. I was like, he can't take steroids anymore, so now he's getting all
Or,
pudgy.
like, I mean, you can't take steroids, like, you can't take them all the time. Like, you have to stop every once in a while. And, like, then your body changes. Then you go back on them. Like,
yep. It was weird.
Can we just be down with Brock Lesnar?
I know, right? Okay, we're gonna get Goldberg versus Brock at WrestleMania. Fine, whatever.
The last 30 seconds.
I hope that this is just how they get rid of Brock. They just give him like these squash matches forever now.
I hope that they just squash him from Goldberg, and then Paul Heyman is just so embarrassed that he leaves him. Whatever. That speech at first, it felt like him being like, I am going to break up with Brock. Embarrassed.
I'm very embarrassed.
But then it turned into one of his better ones in a long time.
Yeah, I feel like Paul has felt weird and stale for a while, but that one was
that's
good.
Because fucking Brock Lesnar has felt
weird and stale. It really felt like Joe was going to come out. And, like, I know he came out on Monday.
It's smart.
Oh, also, news. Seth is injured.
Oh, yeah, I thought we would get to it.
Yeah.
We were talking about the thing, but you were just jumping ahead.
Well, I mean, we're mashing it all together. That's what we're doing here. That's the style tonight.
But, like, we don't know how injured. We just know that he's injured.
We just know that his knee is injured. We know that he had to go to Alabama, so it's definitely not kayfabe. He had to get x-rays. We'll see if it needs surgery. I guess now is a great time for it to happen since now Joe's on the roster. So that's
not a great time for it to happen because they were building to this whole thing for Mania and they've been building to it for months.
Yeah, that's true. Which it would suck if they can't do it, but like they could do it at SummerSlam too. Like it would suck to extend this for 6 more months, but I mean, what are you gonna do?
Did you say SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Okay, you cut out. You just sounded like a snake.
Oh. Oops.
I don't know. It sucked that Roman came out, but it like swerved everyone really hard, and then everyone was super shocked when Joe came out on Monday. And you know, like we bitch that wrestling is predictable all the time, and Roman coming out at 30 was actually unpredictable for how predictable Roman is. And Samoa Joe coming out on Monday and being the shit out of Seth when you thought you were finally gonna get the Triple H Seth stuff, like that was great.
Mm-hmm, that's true. That felt very satisfying. It was just I don't know. I felt like. I agree that I think that the swerve at the end was smart in some ways. I think I don't think that they wanted people to chant, "This is bullshit," which definitely happened.
I think that they knew it was going to happen, though. I think they did want people to chant that, so that when Randy won, people weren't like, "Really, fucking Randy Orton?" People were like, "Thank God, Randy Orton."
It's just so weird. Like,
want that. It was very calculated.
It's just so strange because, like, I wish that Roman was just a heel then. Like, it's such a perfect heel move, and it
doesn't want to be a heel.
I know, and that bothers me. That's where I'm like fundamentally stuck on Roman, and I know it's not his fault that his character is written that way, but it's very difficult
because he says he doesn't want to be a heel.
Dumb. I don't get it.
My favorite moments of the Rumble were how good Sami Zayn looked.
Yes.
Ty Dillinger came out and Sami and Ty teamed up for a while.
Yeah.
I love that when Sheamus came down to the ring, Michael Cole said, "Well, he's got to be in a mood," which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Also, I really like Sheamus's new shirt.
It's cool. I like it.
I'm going to get it. I'm going to buy it.
Oh, no.
I'm going to buy it.
He's like staring wistfully.
I'm going to buy it. I like Sheamus, you guys.
No.
I liked when Baron Corbin eliminated Braun Strowman. I thought that was smart.
I did too. I also thought that was really smart.
I thought Baron Corbin did a good job in the Rumble. I thought he telegraphed a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like make eye contact with people and be like, yeah, we're going to do this. But I thought he did a good job. Like, he's not my favorite, but I thought he did a good job. I thought Jericho was hilarious, where he would like just pretend to be like dying in the corner and nobody had touched him.
Yeah, and he just like roll in and out of the ring. I thought that was great.
He would like roll in, get somebody's finisher, and then roll out.
Yeah. I don't hate Baron Corbin. I think he has no personality, and he sounds very bored all the time. Like, he was terrible on commentary on SmackDown.
Well, he's been really good on talking smack, so I thought that I think they were like, oh, he could definitely do commentary. And then like Miz is so good. Miz like owns him.
Yeah, it felt weird.
It also felt to me like Miz was purposefully owning him. He was like, I'm just like actually gonna put you in your place a little bit.
Yeah, it did. I was like, what the fuck is going on with Miz? It just felt like so aggressive. Like he did a bunch of coke and was like, fuck you for being alive.
Baron Corbin like opportunities to fix it, and then when Baron wouldn't fix it, he'd be like, fuck you, I'm better at this than you. Never forget.
Yeah, seriously.
Which is his character, but it also felt kind of real.
It's just weird because the rumored matchup right now is fucking Cena versus Corbin at WrestleMania, which makes me kind of want to die. I do not want to see that at all.
I heard a rumor that it was going to be Nikki and Cena versus Maurice and Miz.
I would love that, but I seriously doubt it.
I do too. I thought it was a weird rumor.
Yeah, that's a super weird rumor. I would actually love to see Miz versus Baron Corbin. I feel like that feels like an appropriate matchup to me. Like, I can understand Baron Corbin winning the Intercontinental title right now. I think that that's a good place for him in the card, but to like immediately throw him up at the top with Cena feels like really mismatched to me, especially when they have so many other really good options available for Cena for Mania. Corbin just feels like such a strange fit. It feels like the Jericho Fandango thing.
That's fair. What I think they should do with the Intercontinental Championship is that at Mania they make it a wrestle or a ladder match, and they have people from Raw and SmackDown in the match, and they are like, you have to like win it for your brand.
That's a good idea.
I think that would be great.
That would be super fun.
I was really happy with Sammy in the match, though. I was like so happy for him.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he did fucking great. He lasted for like 43 minutes or something.
Mm-hmm.
He did a great job.
Yep.
I was very happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
I liked how disappointed Big Show looked.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised that James Ellsworth is still alive.
No regard for that man's safety. Literally none. Braun Strowman threw him like
he
was
has no regard for his safety either. I think he's like, whatever, I'm on TV.
Yeah, true.
It's that like indie mentality of like, I'm going to do crazy shit to get like attention and to get like, you know, to keep my job or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. He's the what's his name? Spud Dudley, the straw man that they threw around like he was a rag doll. Like, that's James Ellsworth's role. He's that same thing.
Yeah.
It's that same mentality. I'm just going to fucking abuse the shit out of my body and do whatever they want me to because I know that it's a miracle I have a job. Like, that's what it feels like.
I loved all of the New Day, like, buddy stuff in the ring. I also love that how they got eliminated, and I liked how Cesaro and Sheamus, like when Cesaro came in, he was swinging everybody, and then he went to swing Cesaro or Sheamus, and Sheamus was like, "Don't swing me."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that it worked too. I was like pissed that New Day all got eliminated at once, but I thought that because Cesaro immediately got eliminated after that, it felt appropriate. It wasn't like we're establishing this team is so much better, blah blah blah. I was like, oh, then their folly wound up getting them both out. Like I thought that it was booked very well.
I love that when I was watching WrestleMania 24 and just like through tweets and stuff, I love that Big E and Xavier Woods like love Kofi Kingston so much.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
They're
like their older brother.
I know. Like they were funny. They were in WrestleMania 24, which was really good, and I recommend watching it. But like forewarning, you're probably gonna cry. Yeah. They were talking about, because they inducted the Freebirds into the Hall of Fame, and they said, yeah, they wrote us in on this bus, and it was us sitting on this bus full of all these legends, and we felt so out of place. And then Big E was like, yeah, me and Woods was sitting here with all these legends, and then like they looked at Kofi, and he was like, oh, you guys, and they were like, you the GOAT. It was so funny and sweet. They like love him so much.
I know. And Kofi has said several times too that if they ever split up the New Day, then he's done. Like this is the end for him. And like that feels so appropriate. And like I think that they both know and really appreciate that too. Like he could be done. He's had such a great career and like has been there for so long. Like the only reason Kofi's around now is because he's with his two best buddies doing exactly what he wanted to do.
He's had a up and down career. He's had a great career with the New Day. And I think he realizes that. And he's like, this is my, like, I get to do crazy shit with my, like, two best friends. I'm literally, like, if I left right now, I would left at the top of my game. Like, this is it for me. Also, he's got cute little babies.
Yeah. I meant more like that he's had a steady career. He's had a longer than normal career, and it's been very steady and like...
And with like notable moments, like you don't talk about Rumbles without talking about Kofi Kingston, and like everyone seems to like Kofi Kingston, and
exactly. Kofi.
Yeah, I had a really good time watching the Rumble. I really enjoyed it.
Good.
I really liked all of the matches. I had a really good time watching the Rumble itself. I had the reaction to number 30 that everyone had. Did you see the video of it's a mashup of like a bunch of different reactions to Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So funny. It's so funny.
Yep.
It's so good. And I think the moral of the story is I'm going to buy a Sheamus shirt.
Okay, good. I support you.
You know that I don't own any Dean Ambrose merch?
I do know that because you don't like his insignia, and also you don't like the lunatic stuff.
Yeah. Though there's one shirt that just says unstable on it that I think is really funny.
Mm-hmm. I have one that's not available.
If you don't know anything about wrestling, and I like put a blazer on, and my shirt just said unstable.
You would look like a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, I think it's really funny. Oh, you should go to our Tumblr. I found a match with Bayley and AJ Lee that's really funny. I put it on our Tumblr.
Ooh, fun.
Like Bayley tries to give AJ Lee a hug, and then like AJ Lee like pushes her in the face, and then at one point AJ Lee puts her in a submission, and she goes, "Do you want to?" She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, Bayley. Do you want a hug?" "I'm hugging your neck, Bayley. I'm hugging your neck." It was like the most AJ Lee thing, and I loved it. I like really miss AJ Lee sometimes.
I know, I do too.
Because like I think about like, don't you want to see an AJ Lee and Sasha match? Because I really do.
Yeah, absolutely. I would.
They're like the same size.
Yeah. An AJ Nikki match would actually be really good now.
I know. Ooh, also Sasha Banks has purple hair now. Purple hair.
It looks so good. I was so excited to see the return of her purple hair. It looks great.
It looks great. Also, it feels like there's a Sasha heel turn coming.
I hope so. She's so much better as a heel.
And the boss character doesn't really work as a babyface.
No, there's no reason for her to be nice. She's the boss. She steps on people. That's what she does.
I like the idea of like Bayley being the only babyface at Raw, and her being like bombarded with a bunch of different heels and like not knowing what to do with it.
Yeah, seriously. I like that idea too. Are there any other babyfaces on Raw?
Well, Sasha's a babyface.
Bayley.
And Bayley's a babyface. Alicia is
not a babyface. Nar.
Well, she's like she's not a heel, so she's just like not. But she's not really a wrestler anymore. She seems like she's just a valet. They're like transitioning her like they transitioned Maurice.
Yeah.
Dana's not a babe. Dana's a heel.
Yeah.
So it's really just Sasha and
Bayley.
Bayley. Maybe Emelina's gonna be a face.
Okay.
Paige was a face.
Huh?
Paige was a face when she went out.
Yeah, if Paige ever gets back in a WWE ring
I know,
and
but
comes back as a face.
She's on the roster. She was a face.
That's true.
Yeah.
Pretty different from Bailey, though.
I like the idea of there being a bunch of heels that Bailey's like, I'm all alone.
Yeah, I agree. I think it works for her character.
Yeah, I think it really works. Is that it?
I think that might be it.
Well, all right.
Well, okay.
Any wrapping up thoughts? I'm very excited about WrestleMania.
I am too. It feels like there are so many possibilities, and like I don't want to get my hopes up yet, but we'll see. We'll see what they start booking. We'll see who stays healthy until WrestleMania. Like we're gonna get some good stuff, if nothing else. Like at least a couple matches will be good, and we're gonna get Big Show versus Shaquille O'Neal. So
You know what?
I mean, worth
You
it.
make fun of that, but I'm like weirdly excited about it. Okay,
I
don't
am
know
too.
why.
I'm not kidding.
I really like the Big Show because I think that he's just like a cool, nice guy, and he looks really good, and I'm happy for him to be in good shape. And like, I don't know, I also really like Shaquille O'Neal. He's very funny.
I know it's gonna be interesting. So it like
Bad, but I like want to see it.
like they have to have an old man match every fucking year. Like I'm glad this is the old man match. Throw all your old men out to be on the side during this, and like I'm fine with that. That's cool with me.
I love Shaq.
Right?
I just do. I just do. Remember when Big Ho? Remember when Big Show was like younger and he had like beautiful hair?
He's been bald as long as I can remember.
They used to have like a lot of hair.
Yep. I remember. He was a baby then. He was like 23 years old when he was in the NWO. That's so bizarre.
Ditto. I love the Big Show. I love all the Big Show memes. I love everything.
I love Big Show crying.
Yeah, right. I was watching the 97 Rumble, and you know that Steve Austin gif that everybody sends, the one where he like looks up and has his hands on his head, like
yeah.
That's from that.
Oh, okay.
It's when Bret Hart's music hits.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I know what that gif is from now.
Expanding your knowledge.
Yeah, I'm watching. Yeah, if there are like, tweet me or email me your favorite old matches because I'm like really in a kick of watching like old stuff.
Cool. Good idea.
Send them to me because I want to watch them. And like if I want to do like a thing where I go back and read or rewatch some stuff and like order and like talk about it. I just like I have time to watch stuff, but like not to really commentate on it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's silly because like that's what we do.
I feel like I was thinking about this.
Do this.
I was thinking about this the other day. If you guys don't listen to the Heels and Heels, you need to start immediately because they're amazing. They're one of my favorite podcasts. But they did a Rumble, and I was like, we need to. I want to do
one really bad.
We need to do that.
Yeah, where they like did the rules are insane. They all drew numbers, so there's only 3 of them.
Yeah.
So they each got 10, and you have to do a shot for every person one of your numbers eliminates. Mm-hmm. And you have
when they get eliminated.
So like the producer drew Kane, and it was the year he eliminated like 12 people.
Yeah, 11 people. And then he was trashed.
I mean, by the end of it, they were like incoherent. It was really funny.
It was hilarious. I liked that episode almost as much as the Fluffy Bunny episode, which is my all-time favorite episode of Heels and Heels because it's so fucking funny.
It's a really funny podcast. Yeah, I mean, it's a great podcast.
Yeah, but I was thinking about that the other day. Like, we need to do some kind of like old Rumble viewing. If you're like in the mood for old stuff, this is like a good time to do it too.
Yeah. We have to find a day where we are allowed to get that drunk.
Yeah, true.
And we have to find somebody else to do it with us because I can't do 15.
No, we'll both die.
We get Nick to do it with us. I'm sure he'll have terrible commentary.
That's a good idea. I like this idea.
All right. Well, that's the end of our episode. Pardon our technical difficulties if we had them, which we did, but I will edit them out maybe. Oh, we never talked. Do you have a wrestling shirt on?
No, I don't. I had my Nikki Bella hat on earlier today, but
yeah, because we're all done with our January wrestling shirt challenge.
Yeah. If you go look at our Tumblr, you can see 62 different wrestling shirts. Yeah, because we didn't have any repeats.
We didn't have any repeats, and the Marty squirrel shirt that I wore, I thought was the one that you have, but they look very similar but are slightly different. So we didn't have any repeats.
Yep, so it worked out pretty well, actually. So yeah, go check out our 62 shirts. All of the ones I did February last year, and so they're all starting to pop up in my time hop, and it's a bunch of stuff I did not use in this one, so I was like, oh man, I have a lot of shirts.
Yeah, I know. I'm wearing a new one right now. I'm wearing the Becky Lynch one that's all the gears. That's a new one for me. I mean, I wasn't wearing one earlier, though, because I woke up and I was like, I'm not going to wear a wrestling shirt.
That's how I felt today, too.
But then I showered and I put on a wrestling shirt. Because it's like 90% of my clothing.
I know, right?
I'm gonna buy that Sheamus shirt.
I'm not surprised.
I really like it.
It's cool. I like it a lot.
Also, I just like Sheamus now. I don't know. I feel so conflicted about it.
So
I like
weird.
them.
Whatever. It's fine. Like whoever you like.
What's one person that if I started liking, you would be like offended by? And you can't say Dolph Ziggler.
That's a good question. I mean, that's sort of how I felt when you started liking Baron Corbin. I was offended.
Well, you're mad because I was such a bitch about it. I was like, this fucking guy, I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah. So that's why. I don't know. I can't think of anyone that you dislike that I would be like totally against you getting into. Yeah. I can't think of anybody.
Yeah, I guess it's really just Dolph Ziggler, huh?
Yeah.
But what if I got like really into Roman? What if
Michael is super into Roman, so I would deal with it. I already deal with it.
What's going on with our bet? What are the parameters of our bet?
I think that it goes up until WrestleMania, and the idea, Michael said that he would be the most over person in the company, but he's not. So.
Oh, so I'm winning that pizza.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like, I don't know. I'm supposed to be the judge of it, but I hate his character, and I feel, so I don't know.
We'll have Nick be the judge. Nick is impartial.
True. This is a good point.
Okay, well, let's wrap this up. You can find us on the internet. I'm at Stella_Cheeks.
I'm at Urgency.
You can find us on Tumblr, where I post random shit all the time when I'm bored, at notyourdemographic.tumblr.com.
You can email us at notyourdemo@gmail.com.
Yeah, we got a really nice email just like telling us how much you like our podcast. And so thank you very much. And I'm not going to share it because I don't think it was for sharing. I think it was for just like patting us on the back.
Yeah.
But we got your email. We really like it.
Yeah, it was very nice.
You can send us questions, leave us ratings, reviews. Remember, you don't have to leave us a review. You can leave us just a rating if you're lazy.
Yep. It's
That's
true.
it, right? Oh, find us on CageSideSeats.com. You're welcome, Gino.
They have good content there.
They do. Somebody at Cage Shade, I think Sean tweeted, because Naomi and Becky were on a team. He said, "It's amazing to me that a member of Team Bad and a member of Team PCB can work together so well." I thought that was really funny.
Perfect. That is an excellent tweet.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week.
Yep, we'll see you next week.
Okay.
Demis.
Yeah.
Glorious. No, I won't give in. I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend. I will defend.
Imogen, all alone in the moonlight. I need to learn more words to that song, Emmy, so I can sing it to you.
You know what's great? Going to a game. You know what's not great? Parking at a game. With Uber, you can turn event parking into a non-event. Just install the Uber app. Enter your destination, confirm your location, and within minutes, a car will pick you up. I know, right? With upfront fares, you can know the price before you go. And you pay with the Uber app so you can save your cash for the souvenir shop. So make tonight a fun night. Install the Uber app now and take your first ride today. Uber, the better way to get there.